So Phil Spencer is still doing the rounds. He's making interviews, and he was on with Major Nelson on Halloween, and he brought up a couple of different things that I thought were interesting. One, he's still really pushing and focusing on talking about exclusive games, especially games that are coming down the road pretty soon. He says 2015, the fall, is going to be, quote, crazy. He also mentions possibly moving and deliberately pushing back some of the games just simply because they have a pretty full slate as it is. He also seemed to take a little dig at PlayStation and the server issues that they've been having. Of course, Drive Club, the big news story that a lot of people have been focusing on, but also this week you had the PlayStation 2.0 firmware that caused some issues with people's consoles. And you also had the Evolve Alpha that decided to delay itself on the PlayStation Network due to that particular update, or at least that's what they claim was the issue. Phil brought up that he was proud of the server capabilities of the Xbox One. He says, quote, "It's honestly not a shot at anybody else. I'm just saying that the server capabilities for games is something that's still relatively new for a lot of us in the console space. We just shipped Sunset Overdrive. It had a tremendous day one. Sales are really good, and for the most part, everybody's online and having a good time." He says, with Master Chief, cross your fingers, same thing will happen. And he goes on to kind of talk about at one point how 6 months ago when people were asking, is Microsoft really committed to the Xbox One brand, he said it really brought down the morale of a lot of people at the company that's working on, this system. But he says right now, he says from the top down, he says he's never seen it stronger in his opinion, and he said everybody's really behind what they're doing, and they're going to really start pushing hard. And he goes into talking about all the bundles that they have coming out this particular season. Of course, Microsoft getting ready to put forward a pretty big sale starting here, I believe today, or November 2nd is whenever it goes into effect. So they're going to drop the price by another $50. People who recently bought the Sunset Overdrive bundle, Microsoft was giving them a code to download Rise in their inbox, so they were getting a free game, and that was probably to make up for the sale that is about to go on. So if these people bought the system and then they found out, a week later that the game was, or the console was going on sale, that was probably, I'm assuming, to make up for that. So anyway, he goes into talking about how big that is and how it's really important, for Microsoft to start competing on the sales level whenever it comes to versing the PlayStation 4. And of course, they've got a lot of room to make up. But if you do go to Amazon right now, it does appear that these sales are beginning to start working as far as moving bundles. The top two bundles, or the top two consoles right now on Amazon, are the Assassin's Creed bundle and the Call of Duty bundle for the Xbox One. So Microsoft hoping to push a lot of sales this holiday season. He also mentioned next fall. He says, quote, looking at production schedules and how things are lining up for fall, it's just crazy. I mean, this fall from first party and third party standpoint is great. Next fall, it's not hype at all. I honestly don't know that we can ship all the stuff that we're trying to ship next fall. It just might be too crowded, and we might purposely try to move something out to spread it. So they are saying that they've got a lot of exclusives coming up for the Xbox One. Of course, Phil, since he's taken the post, has been saying that that is going to be one of his top priorities, is bringing new exclusive content to the Xbox One. So they are definitely talking up a big game. He claims it's not hype, but we will find out sooner or later. Do you think Microsoft is going to close some of the gap this holiday season? That does for me, the Red Dragon. You want to read more about it, links down in the description box. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.